Linguistically, Salaf هو من تقدمك أو المتقدمون, anyone who preceded you. So linguistically, anything that came before something else, this thing is the Salaf of that thing. Well, no, and it's mentioned in the Quran. The term Salaf is mentioned in the Quran in reference to the ones who had come before. Legislatively, which is more importantly, it is in reference to the Prophet ﷺ being the first Salaf, which he clearly said to Fatima radiallahu anha that أنا خير سلف لك, I'm the best of Salaf for you. And then the Sahaba of the Prophet ﷺ, the Tabi'een, Atba'u Tabi'een, and whoever follows them in righteousness until the Day of Judgment. Now that term has become a controversial term because yes, some entities have gone overboard in using it or misusing. The term should be used and it can be used. There's no harm in calling yourself Salafi, provided that it doesn't become a source of division among the Muslims, especially with people that are not trying to be against you. They simply don't know any better. So there has been some individuals or some entities or some organizations who took the term and turned it a little sour to the point where some people are just turned off right now by the mere usage of the term Salafi. That means they're categorizing you with a particular group of mashayikh exclusively, strictly only, and everybody else is out the picture. While in reality, the term is broader than that. It's more generic than that. Anybody who follows the understanding of the Sahaba is following the way of the Salaf and is as an adjective Salafi. Now the proper noun usage of the word Salafi, Shaykh Al-Albani rahimahullah was of the position that you should call yourself Salafi as a proper noun. Because instead of saying I'm a Muslim who from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah who follows the Quran, khalas, this word will basically summarize the entire lecture you're going to give every time you explain what you believe. But because it has been so misused, honestly, I personally, everybody might have his opinion, I use it depending on my audience. So I might explicitly say I'm Salafi when I think or I assume that the people will not have this kind of reaction to it. And if I believe that my audience may be taken or caught off guard and or automatically say, oh no, I'm not trying to hear this guy, then I will avoid using it because my objective is to give da'wah. And I want to reach out to you. And we know many people because Wahhabi, madkhali.
I was actually going to bring that.
Yeah. So once they associate you with a word, they automatically dismiss everything you have to say without even understanding whether you're saying is true or false. And you don't want that. That defeats the objective of da'wah. The objective of da'wah is وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينَ. And it's upon the messenger to deliver the clear deliverance. I have to do a clear deliverance. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَّسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُم. And Allah said, we have never sent a messenger except with the same language as the recipients, so he may clarify for them. So I want to give da'wah. When do I use this term? It depends. But the term in and of itself is an acceptable term Islamically because it has its roots in the Quran, in the Sunnah, in the usage of the Prophet ﷺ, and in the Salaf of the Ummah who actually use the term Salafi, including Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. So there's no harm in a person, and to refer himself to the Salafiyyah because it is the haqq. It is ultimately the haqq. So for those people who are sensitive or they are put off or they dislike it, don't worry about the naming. Okay, ignore the name. Look at the core. Is the core of the message that is being delivered to you, is it in line with your fitrah? Is it in line with the revelation? Or is it at odds with? And whether you want to use the name or not is an issue of flexibility and leeway. There's a lot of leeway. But you cannot afford not to be a Salaf. Forget about the name. You cannot afford to be a Muslim who is not Salafi, i.e. you're following another aqidah or another methodology that is not according with the Sahaba, and therefore you're basically entitling yourself to enter the fire willingly. And it doesn't mean that we're giving ourselves like a vouch, self-praise, I've made it, I have 1 foot in Jannah already. No, Habib. Just because we know that this is the truth, it doesn't mean that individually we have acquired what is necessary. I know that this is the haqq. I have no doubt about it. Am I living up to it? Am I as good as I'm supposed to be as a Muslim? This is for Allah to judge. So nobody who uses the term is automatically as saying, I'm in Jannah and all y'all are going to hell. Right?
Yeah.
It could be that all of you will go to Jannah and I go to hell.
Yeah.
You understand? Because these are matters of the unseen. But I will say that if you're not upon the way of the Salaf, I will say in anybody's face, I'm upon the truth and you're upon falsehood. And Allah established that in the Quran. فَمَاذَا بَعْدَ الْحَقِّ إِلَّا الضَّلَالِ. What is after the truth except misguidance? The other ayah, وَإِنَّا أو إياكم لعلى هدى أو في ضلال مبين. And we and you are either upon guidance or in clear manifest misguidance. So there is no third option. So yes, Salafiyyah is the ultimate truth, no doubt about it. Not even 0.001%. I as an individual, Allah knows about it. I could make it, I could fall short. This is nobody's business, not mine, not yours. And similarly for the deviant people, they could be under Allah's mercy. They could have done everything that will make him worthy of the fire, and Allah Azza wa Jal forgives them and shows mercy. Who am I to interfere or to object? We say, سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير.
جزاك الله
We listen,
خير.
we obey. Forgiveness of your Lord, and to you is the return.
صح.